Microsoft has finally revealed prices and release dates for the Xbox Series X and the Xbox Series S. We're going to talk about that and more on this episode of Gaming Talk. Hello everybody and welcome to another episode of Gaming Talk. This is the show where I discuss various things relating to the video game industry. My name is Chris. We got some big news finally in terms of next-gen consoles. Now we've been waiting for a very long time to discover when Microsoft and Sony were finally going to announce both the release date and the prices for their next-gen consoles, the Xbox Series X and the PlayStation 5. Well, Microsoft has struck first. They announced over this past week on Twitter that the Xbox Series X will be $499 and will launch on November 10th. Not only that, but they also revealed the little brother of the Xbox Series X, which is the Xbox Series S. This is a smaller Xbox that is digital only and offers a little bit less power than the Xbox Series X, but still can run next-gen games and has most of the features that the Series X has, just a little bit toned down. What's also toned down severely is the price. The Xbox Series S will retail for $299, which is basically the same as Xbox One X nowadays, and it will also be launching on November 10th. Both of these consoles will be available to pre-order at your various retailers on September 22nd, so that's coming up pretty quickly. I know for a fact I plan on pre-ordering an Xbox Series X, so we should have some pretty nice coverage of some spicy new next-gen console goodness in November. Finally something to look forward to, so that's pretty cool. Another big thing that has happened this week, which is pretty exciting, is Microsoft also announced that they have entered a partnership with Electronic Arts to bring EA Play to Xbox Game Pass. Now, essentially what that means is EA Play, which is a standalone service, kind of like Game Pass, but just for EA games, where it has a whole vault of titles like EA Sports games, Need for Speed, Star Wars Battlefront, all that. All those games are going to be added to Game Pass. You also get previews of upcoming EA games for like 24 hours or 10 hours, or it depends on the game, but like they give you a chance to play a new EA game before it releases for a limited period of time, and if you wish to purchase an EA game, you get a discount. All of that is going to be included at no extra charge on Xbox Game Pass, so that's pretty awesome. EA Play actually launched originally as an Xbox One exclusive as EA Access before they rebranded it to EA Play and expanded it to other consoles. So the fact that they're adding it to an already pretty stacked service of Xbox Game Pass is pretty fantastic. So definitely if you are an Xbox gamer, you're about to get even more value out of an already fantastic value that is Game Pass. So pretty awesome. Those are the major things. We also had a pretty cool event yesterday from Ubisoft. Ubisoft launched their second Ubisoft Forward event of the year, and that had some pretty interesting reveals. First of all, Gods and Monsters was rebranded. It looks pretty solid. It looks very much like a Breath of the Wild-ish game. I'm pretty excited for it, and it is going to be launching on December 3rd, so it'll be available this year, and it should be available for both current-gen and next-gen consoles. That's pretty awesome. They also revealed this Extreme Sports game. It doesn't launch till next year, but it looks pretty solid. It's multiplayer. Looks fun. The one kind of, not really surprise, but one I was really excited about for obvious reasons. Scott Pilgrim vs. the World is coming back, y'all. They're releasing a 10th anniversary version of the game on all current-gen consoles, so PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and the Nintendo Switch, as well as PC. So if you did not get a chance to play the game when it came out 10 years ago on the 360 and PS3, you will get to now. I'm obviously doing a series, or I was doing a series. It's on hiatus right now, but it will come back. where I played through Scott Pilgrim vs. the World, and I honestly can't wait to do that, but on current gen, and maybe try out some of the other characters, as well as do multiplayer, because I'm currently just playing it solo. But that game is awesome. It's a really, really good retro beat 'em up, a lot of fun, so pretty nice. That's not the only retro platform that was brought back into the limelight, because they also revealed a remake of Prince of Persia: The Sands of Time, which is a game that came out on the PlayStation 2, Xbox, and GameCube. And that game is pretty solid, so seeing a nice remake is pretty nice. It is Ubisoft's first ever remake. I will say though, and I mentioned this to a few of my friends, that the visuals aren't the strongest on this new game. It looks decent for what it is, but I feel they could have bumped it up a little bit more. It kind of looks like a higher end 360 game rather than a current gen, or, I mean, it's not launching on next gen, but if they did one, it would look pretty underwhelming compared to all the other next gen games. That's going to come out in January, so Ubisoft has announced quite a few games that are going to be coming out in pretty close proximity to each other. So if you like Ubisoft games, that's pretty sweet. They also showed off more of Watch Dogs Legion, which the more I learn about that game, the more I'm pretty excited about it. I'm probably going to pick it up for Xbox Series X when that version comes out. And Assassin's Creed Valhalla is a launch title now. It comes out on November 10th for the Xbox Series X. So if you wanted a big game to play to show off the power of your new next-gen Xbox, well, there you go. You can play Assassin's Creed Valhalla. Didn't show anything at Ubisoft Forward, but they made that announcement before the show. So there we go. There's some big announcements about Xbox and Ubisoft. And that is going to do it for this episode of Gaming Talk. Hope you enjoyed it. Thank you for watching. New videos on this channel go live every single day at noon Eastern Time. So hit that subscribe button, click that notification bell. That way you know when new videos drop. And I will see you on the next episode of Gaming Talk. Bye.